Sup, I'm Shazzy, and today I'm gonna react to the Without God Season X compilation by Interval Audio. This is quite the fucking huge compilation, and it nearly goes 2 hours, and I hope I have enough time to record my opinions, reasonings, and that stuff. They're probably gonna be a bit shorter, so I can record in time and don't record for 3 to 4 hours, because that's too long. I don't have that much time. But yeah, without further ado, let's just start with the first track, Extant, Eternum. This is a 12-minute track, so this is already a big project for the intro of the comp. Already pretty dark. Barely a minute in, and it's already amazing. I love those fills. Those fills, they make the track so far. Not sure if that was the intro or the first drop. Either way, it was pretty pleasant, but as a drop, didn't have that much impact, so I'm gonna guess that it's just the intro so far. But it might not have a proper drop whatsoever. We'll see. It starts very peaceful and then just contorts into chaos. And now silence. Very nice story building. Very intimidating feel, but also like with a hint of beauty. That's good. Okay, is that the builder? Huh, okay. That's nice. The basses are really cool. Not invasive at all, but still very dark, kind of intimidating. Still has a big atmosphere. Yeah, I'm not going crazy over it, but I think the atmosphere build is incredible. It's an extremely great intro to this comp so far, but we still have like 6 minutes to go. 7. That's again more peaceful. Actually, very peaceful, very calming. It's really nice piano. Ooh. I can imagine the next drop being a bit more melodic. The drop didn't have that much impact, but I kind of doubt that was the goal of this track. I will say it has a lot of beautiful storytelling, beautiful world building. I definitely appreciate it a lot. I kind of get the feeling that at first, like, the mood was a lot darker, a lot more intimidating, as I said. But as it progresses, the second half especially, it becomes a lot more peaceful, a bit more hopeful. And this part has a bit of eeriness to it. That's definitely a lot more pleasant to listen to. It's a lot more calming than the first half of the track. A lot more peaceful. Birds are chirping. The flute is playing. Like some evil has been overthrown. Is that a guitar? I can't understand the lyrics, but that's beautiful, especially at the end of the track. That I didn't expect, honestly. Very interesting intro. Very interesting choice to put such a song at the first start, especially just because of its length. But I think that's a great choice. I think it's a great introduction to this compilation. The transitioning between each part was very impressive as well. I think there was nothing that seemed off to me. It's a very, very good track. A lot of love was put into this. I respect it a lot. The next song is Serotonin by Ivoryghost. Those are some nice sweeps. Without the vocals, this wouldn't work. But this way, ooh. Okay, that's a sub change. It was a lot more atmospheric in the A section. Now it's a bit more like a distorted trap beat. Good stuff though. Not necessarily like my kind of taste, but it's still good, definitely. I find it cool that the sub isn't in sync with the kicks. They like have their own patterns. Yeah. Atmosphere is again really nice. Pretty vibey, trap, wave kind of stuff. The snares are very good. Yeah, that was a very nice track. I'm not that big on this. It's just a very atmospheric trap wave kind of track. And while I do like it, it's just personally not that much of my taste. I can definitely see others loving this though. I think Ivoryghost, if it's the person I'm remembering, they're a great producer. Although I just haven't heard that much from them. So yeah, I think production is good. I think the atmosphere build, again, is also really nice. And the different sub switches, it's a nice idea as well. Nice stuff. So, the next track is Tortura by Masq. I think I said in my last Without God reaction that I'm personally not that big on Masq's stuff, while I do very much appreciate his stuff. I think his melodic stuff, his atmospheres, and his general off-drops are incredible, but I'm personally not the biggest fan on his drops. Although I still do appreciate them very, very much. Yeah, already. It's great. That's a really nice melody. And the sounds used, very fitting. That's a nice base there. Cold shot, yet again. I'm just not that big of a fan of the drops. This is a bit more vibey. I can definitely vibe to it more. This is a nice switch. Yeah, the details are amazing, but his style is just not for me, sadly. Nice outro. Sounds a little like church bells. I think I already said everything. I think it's objectively good. I think the off drops again are amazing personally, but the drops are just not for me. Still a good job though. Next tune is Expression by Zeneth. Sneaker meetup on the last comp was fucking amazing, so I'm excited. Okay. Yeah. This is stuff I hope for. I'm not even sure if I would call this mid-tempo. It's like some kind of halftime stuff. It might be mid-tempo, but I think it has a bit of a different vibe. It's just like a gut feeling. But holy shit, is it vibey. Like, it's kind of similar to Sneaker Meetup, but a lot more toned down. And I like that. It's still a huge vibe. And the melodic bits and hits just add so much to the drop. Oh, that's an awesome clap. Yep, that goes in my playlist. Zeneth's drums are so fucking good. Those melodic hits, I mean, they're so amazing. Yeah, that's my favorite so far, for sure. That is just a pure fucking vibe. Nice stuff. I think I already said everything. It's a bit of a sneaker meetup vibe, but a lot more toned down. The melodic hits add so much to the drops, and I think the drums fit excellently. Next track is Bodymelt by Supercool and Nimda. Okay. Nice. Not amazing to me, but I think it's a good mixture between their stuff. Like, it has a bit of Nimda's guns, but the guns also have like a bit of super cool sound design, I think. I don't hear a lot of music from them, but that's my guess from what I've heard from them. Yeah, it's nice. Not amazing to me, but it's still enjoyable. All sounds are definitely very fat, pretty invasive. I think the machine guns are also like slightly wet, watery, which I think is like super cool stuff. Okay. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to finger gun them. Yeah, that's a good collab. I would say here, both of them. Pretty well. Yeah, nice stuff. I'm just generally not that huge on Nimda's stuff. Supercool a bit more, I think, but it's still a very nice track. Production is very fat, very invasive, and sound design as well. So, not sure what else to say. It's a good track. And for those who like that kind of sound design and that kind of tarot style, they're gonna love this. Yeah. The next track is Punishment with Hostile. I'm excited for this. Punishment can make some pretty fucking insane stuff. Oh. Okay. The really high-end overtone just appeals to me so much for some reason. Like, Punishment does it just right. Okay, in those parts, I think the high end is a bit painful. But I still appreciate the lack of kick a lot. That's a really cool idea. And the execution is impressive as well. Alright. Yep. That is sick. That is fucking sick. Pan snare is amazing. In general, the fucking sound design. I fucking love Punishment's machine guns. The high end is just perfect. It is so well made. And the pattern here isn't even that complicated, but holy fuck, it's catchy and it works so well. It's so well made, holy fuck. The execution is fucking impressive, genuinely. Such a fucking banger. Good fucking job. A section is pretty staple Punishment, but it appealed to me more than most Punishment stuff, I think. And the other Punishment stuff appeals to me already. It is fucking good. And the B section in each drop is extremely impressive, I think. His sound design is so chainy. Like, it sounds like you're swinging a chain around or whatever, or pulling a chain around. I'm not sure how to explain, but like, I fucking love Punishment sound design, and it is most apparent in the B section. The lack of kicks is really fucking good, and I think it's executed really well. And I mean, yeah, it's a really good Punishment track. Yeah. Next tune is Sacrilege by DK and Stag. I am very excited for this. That's some really fucking good atmosphere building. Really building the tension. Ooh! Oh! Okay! Oh, I love that part. That is so fucking well made. Okay, you know, the idea isn't that incredible, but again the execution is fucking insane. Oh, that pitching! Yes. Yes. Absolutely. First part was so fucking jumpy, and like in both drops, the patterns weren't that amazing, but they were damn effective. The little faster parts in the first drop that added so much to the overall drop, and like the pure fucking terror breakdown in the double drop. That yes, amazing. Subtle switch up, but they work. Ooh! This time no double drop, and I think the transition was still fucking amazing. Yes, that was amazing. Exactly what I expected from them, and yeah. Insane track. Still a 30-second outro though. Yeah, all drops were insane. First drop was a bit more low-key, if you can call it that, because it was still energetic as fuck. But the double drop just went the fuck off. Last drop are subtle switch-ups. This time it doesn't have the double drop, and I think the transition to the pure tarot gun part is still extremely well done. Plus, the subtle switches in the patterns are extremely sufficient to keep the track fresh. It's just a pure tarot banger, and yeah, that was an amazing track. Really fucking good job. All right, guys. The next Veksyu track is here, called Chasm. Dude, the textures already. The production is. Who the fuck is this guy? I don't understand. I don't know where they came from, but I am sure not complaining. This pre-drop! I think my favorite is still fucking 100 from Veksyu. But like, listen to this. It is still so amazing. The constant switch between more low-key sound design and then the fucking tear-out guns in DNB. I think it's extremely well made. And like, I ain't even gotta talk about the production. Oops. Yeah, it's Veksyu, who switches up the comp a little with DNB and fucking incredible production. Not to say the previous tracks didn't have good production, because they did. But holy shit, yet again. I mean, from a hit standpoint, Veksyu had like 100%. Everything they dropped was incredible. To be fair, they've only released 3 tracks, but it's just so amazing to see that with their first track, they've already made such a fucking incredible song that was produced beautifully, like professionally, and like, what else I gotta say? Veksyu is such a fucking incredible and impressive and inspiring producer. It is just so good to listen to every time. Next track, Insect Zone by SKUM. Dramatic melody progression? Interesting. There's little parts in here that really push the track up a bit for me. Okay, it's good. Basses switch up very well. Okay, it's good, yeah. Intro was a bit weird. This drop, it's not that extremely special, but I think it does the job more than well enough. I'm not that big on the off drops. Like something is feels missing. This is cool. Yeah, it's an alright track. Like I said, not big on the off drops. Pattern, sound design is not that incredible, but it does the job very well. Okay, that's actually sick. I've spoken too soon. Okay, yeah. It's a good track. Pretty good stuff. Basses were cool, switched up a lot, and at the end it became pretty sporadic. And yeah, for 5.5 minutes, it's a track that you can listen to pretty well. And it doesn't get boring. Although now that's the end and there's still 30 seconds to go. It's still playing. It's still playing. Yeah, that's not... that's a bit of a mistake, but I'll let it pass. Yeah, good track. Next track, Kronomikal with AKA Manto. Ecomanto. Yeah, that drop was very sudden, and personally I'm not that big on this sound design. It's okay. Not that big on it though. That ending was nice. Yeah, the off drops are like very calming, very mellow. And then the transition to the drop is, it's I think way too sudden, way too fast. I can see people enjoying this, but I'm not that big on this. It's a bit too overblown for me, I guess. I think Kronomikal does that a lot. And I mean, people like it. More power to them. Very lasery guns, for sure. Okay, yeah, it's okay. I'm not that big on this. If you like it, more power to you. It's not badly made at all. The next track is, I'm just gonna say, I am Automatik. Automatik also makes like heavy stuff. Interesting atmosphere. That's good. I don't think I like the snare, though. It's extremely drowned out. The kick as well, but not that much. Yeah, I like the B section a lot more. It was a bit more of a catchy pattern and the sound design wasn't that muddy. But there's also a track I can see others loving. Definitely. Atmosphere build and the off drops is pretty good. Just very dark, empty. I like that pattern. That's a cool pattern. I will say for this style of music, this tune is pretty unique. I think Automatik does a few of these weird drum patterns, which I definitely appreciate. It's a solid track. It's a solid track, for definitely. First part of the first drop wasn't that big on it, but the B section plus the second drop overall, I guess is the end. Yeah, it's a good track. It's a very, very heavy, very, very invasive track. I don't like the snare, honestly, but I think the ideas were nice and some parts of the drops were extremely cool. Some weird drum patterns and general patterns going on, which I appreciate. Yeah, it's a nice track. Next track is Tarnished by Havel. Time for some old school death step stuff. Pianos get me. That is very nice. Simple, but it works for me. It works for me.
The golden order is broken to its core.
Okay, cool breaks. Honestly, I would have liked for it to be, again, halftime, so the drum pattern is like extremely slow. But this works as well. Very dark atmosphere. Yeah, it's a bit of old school death step, I guess. Tell me if I'm wrong, because I'm not like most experienced in this genre. But yeah. Yeah, that was nice. These guns feel extremely light, but I'm not saying it's bad. It's pretty unusual, but I think I can get into that. I would have liked it to be like... Oh, okay. That kind of Gets me out of the groove a little. Probably intentional. Yeah, it's a nice deathstep track. Extremely atmospheric, very focused to the atmosphere. It doesn't do a whole lot, but I think the execution is still nice. Pretty good track. Good job. The next track, AMOONSTER by AMOONS. This might be Rhythm. I'm not sure if they're a Rhythm artist. I've heard from them, but yeah, I think it's a Rhythm artist. Ooh. Okay. That is a sick fucking clap. The sound design is extremely squelchy, but for some reason it works with me. Ooh. That's a good sustain. Hell yeah. This is some pretty fucking unique rhythm. That was fucking sick. Drum choice was amazing. And the squelchy, silly sound design works a lot, honestly. Yeah, that's fucking sick, honestly. Now that's a fucking sick track. Love the sound design, love the drum choice. And the sustain is good too. The next track is TAMIS with GLITCHKISS. I love the title of the track, honestly. TAMIS is a future rhythm artist as far as I know. So it's pretty surprising to see them on this comp, but I am intrigued. That's a nice song, but I'm not big on it, honestly. This is this type of future rhythm that just doesn't really catch me that much, if you get what I mean. Still nice, and the title fits wonderfully, but generally not that much of my type. Digital sound design though, with the melodic hints and stuff, were nice, definitely. Just not necessarily my taste, I'd say. Nice. It's a nice track. It's a pretty future rhythm track, which I appreciate in this comp. A bit of a track to calm down, especially in all the heaviness I've heard in this comp so far. It's a pleasant future rhythm tune. Not much else to say. Next track is Howler by GJG Dubs. Time for a bit more staple rhythm, I would guess. These bass are a bit off-putting to me. I think I like the previous song a lot more. Yeah, Skinwalker VIP. This is nice, but I think the bass are a bit just too off-putting for me. Very dramatic though. Jesus Christ, dude. Okay, actually I'm kind of getting into it. For some reason... Okay, now I'm confused. At first I wasn't a fan of this at all, but... Okay, this is actually kind of sick. Okay, I don't know what the fuck is happening with me. I'm not sure about this, what to say. When I heard the first drop, I wasn't a fan of this at all, honestly. Like, the bases were so off-putting to me, but like in the second drop it started working with me and it grew on me extremely fast. That is weird. And I think I'll need a few re-listens of this track. I'm not sure what to say right now. Cool, interesting, and dramatic basses. Yeah, weird. The next track is Kronomikal by Ryujin and AMOONS. Those are some fucking complicated titles and names. I can also see that this comp is kind of split up in kind of, I guess, sections, different sections. First part was a bit atmospheric stuff, then it became very tarot-ish, then it became rhythm, and afterwards I'm guessing it's gonna be a lot of trap stuff.
No more room in hell.
And then hard wave.
The dead walk
Okay. Not what I expected. But it works. Kind of loses a bit of energy as it goes on. But still pretty fucking cool stuff. Shoutouts for the aim and break in the background. Okay. These bases were extremely gritty. It's not what I expected at all. I was expecting either rhythm or trap, but this is more than fine as well. Actually fucking sick.
It goes 1 and a 2 and
It's surprisingly vibey, which I wouldn't expect from this kind of track. Nice stuff. Production is pretty impressive, especially because the artists are very unknown from Spotify at least. But god damn. Yeah, good stuff. It was a vibey track, a surprisingly vibey track. And like the basses were very well produced. The basses were very well produced. The drums as well. It's a pretty sick track, and I can see some people going off to this. Next track is With God by Gestic and Anti-King. And already pure horror sounds. Ooh. Okay, that is fucking sick. Like those horror strings or whatever it is being slowed down and used as the background of this fucking rev drop, which is like extremely overblown, especially the drums. But holy fuck, it works extremely well. This is the kind of stuff I expect when Anti-King is in the tune. That was fucking sick. Not sure if it is gonna have another drop, but yeah. Impressive. Ah. Yeah, those kind of subs are extremely like anti-king. Yeah, 1,000,000%. It's sick though. It's fucking sick. Yeah, for like only one sound like that horror string hit being played over and over again. I think the switch ups, I think the transitions are very impressive. The second drop I'm not as big on as the first, but it's still a good switch. It's a fucking sick track. Really. Next song, Sarcophagus by Do Not Resurrect and Kedalos. I fucking suck at names, don't I? Sorry, I'm not sure what to say. Like, this is fucking sick. From what I'm hearing, don't really like the lyrics, but the fucking deep fucking voice with the choir in the background and the dark trap beats, which is still kind of fast. I didn't expect that at all. I didn't expect a rap track here, especially one that I truly enjoy. But like, as always, I'm not big on lyrics of rap tracks. But the rest, sick. Fucking sick. Next track, Destroy by Piri, Anti-King, Basta the God, and That Producer. This is also fucking sick, especially because it's Russian, and for some reason that just clicks with me a lot more. The rapping was Korean. Yes, I was wrong with trap section. It's more of a rap section here. Didn't expect this, but it's fucking sick. Yeah, these kind of songs are extremely short, but they still get the message across. They leave their mark. Good stuff. I'm not good at criticizing this kind of stuff. I just find it pretty sick. It's likely that I still don't like the lyrics if I can translate them, but from the sound alone, it's a very sick track. Next track, War by Vermin, again fucking Anti-King, and Legend 216. Interesting names. If this is gonna be rap again, then I don't know what to say, because it just wasn't what I expected at all in this compilation. That's a bit better. But yeah, no, the first part with the vocals is not for me at all. That's the kind of rap I just cannot get into at all. I'm sorry. If you like, more power to you, but I will pass on this track. I'm sorry. Yeah, no. I didn't like this track, I'm sorry. It's just the kind of rap that is so unappealing to me. So unappealing to me. The next track, Paroxysm by Fall On 2. Again, a pretty long song. Again, a complete newbie on Spotify. What the fuck is this come? I was expecting dubstep. Would be cool to get some really fucking sick vocals. Wouldn't mind that much if there's none. But I appreciate like metal tracks a lot more with proper vocals than just drums and a distorted guitar. This is just the kind of metal music I usually don't really get a lot from. So yeah, I'm not that big on this. I appreciate the switch. Like, first it was EDM, then it became rap, and then metal? The fuck? I appreciate that a lot. But as a track itself, I'm not that big on it, personally. Yeah, it's a track I appreciate, definitely. But for me it's too long for such an instrumental, and kind of sounds a little bit of the same during the whole song. I'm probably like completely wrong because I just don't listen to that genre that often. And there is some calmer parts, of course, but yeah, I would love to at least have a bit of melody, a bit more instrumentation, a bit more experimentation, and of course vocals. Just a bit of melody. Some people might fucking adore this, but yeah, for me it's just, I'm like, yeah, cool switch in the comp, and like it's still a well-made song. Just for me, not that amazing. The next song, Polar by Kedalos. This also the second appearance. I found that cool. I found that very cool. Like Anti-King appeared in this comp thrice, and Kedalos appeared twice, I think. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Pretty nice synthwave so far. And I suppose it's probably gonna stay this way. Or maybe not. Ooh. Okay, never fucking mind. This works surprisingly well. The melodic progression is awesome, honestly. First part being synthwave, and then second part is metallic little industrial trap switch. And for some reason the snare works as well. It's just overall really cool track. I like the ideas. Nice stuff. The next track is Hikari by Arail. It might be time for some hard wave, but I'm not that sure. We'll see. Yep, sounds like it. Right to the drop. This is a cool sound with the build-up, but I'm not that sure it like has enough impact as a drop. That vocal's nice. This becomes a lot more melodic and a lot more emotional for me. I felt like the melody was a bit stuck in itself in the first part, but the progression is very nice. That sounds like a upbeat switch. Ooh. Are they gonna pull off a angel cannon? Maybe, maybe not. If they will, this is gonna be a play instead. for 1 second it sounds like the melody is kind of stuck, but afterwards I kind of feel like the melody actually has a pretty nice payoff. Repetition is nice, progression is nice. Yeah, I think the progression of the drops are just make the track, honestly. Because the first part of each drop just wasn't really impressive to me at all, but I think the progression like really works. It's extremely well executed. Yeah, this is honestly player set. Good stuff. The next song is Distracted and Disturbed by Sean Tetsuro. This comp surprises me over and over again. First rap, then metal, then this, which is like a bit of a pop punk vibe. Lol. This is honestly awesome. Nice phasing. This could play in the movie, I think. Really well. Would have loved a bit more melody progression again, as well as vocals. But I think, as it is, it's still a good song. Yeah, this is sick. This is sick. There we are, with a bit more of a melodic hint. The production is intentionally a bit more abrasive, but still, it's so well made. It's such a fucking vibe. Would love to see some vocals on this. Like, that was, unironically, the fucking last thing I expected in this compilation. The fucking last thing out of all things. But I'm not complaining, because it's cool. It's a vibe. It's well made. Good job, Sean. Or Scene, but I think it's Sean. It should be Sean. Correct me if I'm wrong. Next track by AK, Light 1. This should be hard wave, as far as I know. Initial hit is huge, but then it quickly grows off me, I think. The idea is very cool. I like the drum choice, it's very unique. I think everything in this track is pretty unique, and I appreciate that a lot. Pleasant track. Sick. I think I already said everything. Drum choice is very unique. The initial hit is very impactful. And the general idea is very interesting. Definitely. I might need a few more listens to probably get into this track. But yeah, it's cool. Das nächste Lied ist von Serenity und es heißt Ivy. Drums are so good already. I really don't listen to this kind of music actively, but when I do, it's pretty much always a vibe. minimality in general is really effective. Hats and Foley and textures. Yeah, it's just a pure vibe. Very short track, but it does the job, leaves its mark. Yeah, good stuff. It's generally a extremely low-key track, but the atmosphere is amazing, the production is extremely satisfying, and yeah, the general execution is just really good. Next track, Learning to Live by Furlight. Furlight can make some incredible stuff, and I'm very excited. It reminds me a bit of Hardwave as well. Nice. I like those kind of leads. Extremely intriguing and unique. The sub is very gritty. The drum choice again extremely interesting. And the general idea is like very interesting. Off drop and drop have a bit of a contrast, I think. Always appreciate some vocals. Yeah, I think this last section is a bit more of the chill stuff, which I appreciate a lot. It's very well produced for the most part. It's just not really stuff I'm probably going back to, I'd say, but I can still definitely appreciate it because it is well made, it is intriguing, it is unique, and I will come back to these tracks to listen to them again, maybe hear something that intrigues me even more, and yeah, maybe I'll come back to some of these actively, but right now I don't really have the urge. The last track, Ringneck and Retina with Kine. I love that one ringneck track that was very short, like that acted like an interlude in another comp from Without God. Yeah, I love that track, and this is also extremely intriguing. Pretty off-putting, but also like also has a bit of a beauty to it. Interesting vocals. Very unusual. You can't deny that the world building and the atmosphere in these last tracks are breathtaking. This is really cool. Bit of a jumpiness to it now. Very unique, very unusual. Love the idea, and the execution is really intriguing as well. I also think this track is kind of beautiful. It looks dark, putting builds a lot of tension. Just feel that it has some kind of beauty to it. This, for example, just impressive. Some of the vocals are extremely weird. Like it sounds like some kind of dialogue. Or I don't know, maybe monologue. But yeah. That's actually very cinematic. And I like that. Very cool outro. Very interesting track. Like some of these tracks I definitely have to re-listen to probably like wrap my head around them. Because that was so unusual. The ideas were so out of the box even. And you know, I appreciate that tons. Like creative freedom is so fucking important, and when artists live their ideas out like that, it's just so fucking fun to listen to, and it's really fun to pick some sounds, some ideas apart, analyze the melodies, the feelings, the atmospheres. It's just, music is just awesome. And this comp is, you know, it's versatile, and many other interval audio compilations are extremely versatile, but this is just a step above. There's ambient here, there's like some medieval stuff in here, there's trap in here, there's dubstep in here, some experimental, lots of experimental stuff actually, tarot, rhythm, drum and bass, death step, bit of minatory, future rhythm, trap, rap, mainstream rap, metal, pop punk kind of stuff, and lastly hard wave. And yeah, I probably haven't even said every genre that isn't here, which shows how much stuff is in this comp. It's an extremely long comp, admittedly. It's very long. But it's good. It's still extremely good just because of how many different genres are there, how many different ideas, how much experimentation the artists did in their tracks. And that is just awesome. I definitely have to re-listen to some of these tracks, probably this whole comp. But yeah, so far, I'm impressed again. I am yet again impressed from Interval Audio, just because they don't seem to really give a shit about genres. They just put in there what they want to put in there, because I wouldn't have expected like the Distracted and Disturbed track from Sean Tetsuro. I wouldn't have expected that in this comp at all. And even the rap stuff was already a bit out of the box, but a bit more expectable because Anti-King was already in other previous comps. But otherwise, lots of surprises here. Lots of surprises. So many people in this comp, and it's an impressive comp. It's an impressively long, very versatile comp, which I appreciate the fuck ton out of. Was that proper English? I don't know. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Without God Season X by Interval Audio. If you like this video, make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more stuff like this. Thank you for watching. I don't have much else to say, so see ya.